So today I'm going to be doing my first episode of podcasting. And I tried this on live, it didn't work, so I'm just going to do it with a normal video. So this is my first ever video on this channel. And alright, so we're going to be talking about who I think will win the NBA championship. So, because the playoffs are basically locked in now, with there only being, I think, 3 games left of the season. Yeah. And I'm going to read the standings out for you so you can see. So the number 1 seed Celtics, number 2 seed Bucks, number 3 seed Knicks, number 4 seed Magic. And by the way, the topper seeds, the Bucks, Knicks, Magic, Raptors, all those aren't locked in. But these 10 teams will be the 10 playoff teams that make the playoffs. Well, plus play-in. Well, those teams, but it doesn't mean it's going to be in this order. I'm just going off this order just because, we don't know what's going to happen. And that's what I'm going to do. So the number 3 seed Knicks, number 4 seed Magic, number 5 seed Cavs, number 6 seed Pacers, number 7 seed Sixers, number 8 seed Heat, number 9 seed Bulls, and number 10 seed Hawks in the East. In the West, Timberwolves number 1. I actually tie with number 1 with the Nuggets. Thunder 3, Clippers are 4, Mavericks 5, Pelicans at 6, Suns at 7, Kings at 8, Lakers at 9, and Warriors at 10. And by the way, I hope that the Kings lose their next game. If it's tonight, I don't know. I hope they lose. I hope the Kings drop to 9, and the Lakers move up to 8, and the Warriors beat the Kings in the play-in, and the Lakers beat the Suns in the play-in. I just want the Warriors and Lakers to both make the playoffs. So, yeah, that's not looking too good. So in this, they both won't. But here we go. So this is my early prediction. I'm gonna make normal predictions later on, and yeah, whenever we know what the seedings are. All right, we're going to do this now. Let's start with the East play-in. All right, so it would be Sixers versus Heat and Bulls versus Hawks. All right, so let's start with the Bulls versus Hawks. You might be saying, oh, the Hawks are going to win. They won the past 2 years in playing. The Hawks are just, I have the Bulls in that. Even if, Zach LaVine, if he drops 15, they lose that game. If he drops 25, they win that game. Zach LaVine's the deciding factor. Also, I think Alex Caruso will be a deciding factor. I just think the Bulls' defense is too good for the Hawks, man. Trae Young, I just don't think they fit together. So I have the Heat. I'm Bulls in that. And then the Heat versus Sixers. Tough matchup in the play-in. But I have the Sixers. Not really that hard for me, because I love the Sixers. If the Heat versus the Bucks if the Heat beat the Sixers and they versus the Bucks, let me just tell you this: the Bucks are in trouble. But I have the Sixers in that matchup. Sixers move on to 7 seed, and it's gonna be Heat versus Bulls, which the Bulls are just a worse version of the Heat in every single category. So, Alex Caruso wasn't enough. He wasn't enough. Not enough. All right, so that's the play-in for the East. Now we're going to go over to the West play-in. So here we go. So Warriors versus Lakers. This is the hard one. I made a video last year about how the Warriors were going to lose in 6. Got that right. But the Lakers have not been good this year. I want the Lakers to move up so bad so the Kings and Suns don't make the playoffs instead of the Warriors and Lakers. But sorry, Lake Show. That's so hard to me. Honestly, the Warriors are the deciding factor. No. If Draymond doesn't get ejected and he does what Draymond does, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 8 points, and contributes, they win. If Andrew Wiggins does something, they win. Just because Andrew Wiggins does something, they don't win. I mean, like, these are deciding factors. If Klay Thompson doesn't go terrible like he usually is this year, if he's good in this game, I feel like the Warriors have a higher chance. If Chris Paul doesn't flipping go out there and be the Chris Paul that's 50 years old and can't walk, then if he does something, like, yeah. Anthony Davis, if he goes crazy, like, that's the thing. I had the Lakers by, like, a couple points because, like, the Lakers, Anthony Davis is going to do what Anthony Davis does. LeBron James is going to do what LeBron James does. Like, I just feel like the Lakers, that's a tough matchup, though, but I have the Lakers. Not really hard. Well, it's hard, but, yeah, I have the Lakers. That was tough. All right, and also Trace. Trace is I don't think, this is why I think that the Warriors should, I don't think they start Trace this game, honestly. I feel like we need to save Trace and take him off the bench so the Warriors can have a good player off the bench, not getting tired, while Draymond's getting tired, and, like, Trace will save his energy even if they win the Lakers game. So, for the next game against either the Kings or the Suns. Alright, speaking of Kings or Suns, we're going to go to that. I have Simply Answer. You guys probably didn't see this coming. I have the Kings. Yep, I have the Kings. I just feel like Domantas Sabonis. Keegan Murray is going to be the deciding factor. Keegan Murray, yes. Keegan Murray is a stud. Anyway, anyhow, he's a stud. De'Aaron Fox, stud. Sabonis, stud. I just feel like they have more round, like, stuff. I know the Suns' big three has not worked. Like, they were the number 3 odds to win the championship last year. And they're the 7th seed. I just don't see it. Brad Beal might not even play in that game. D. Book might not even play in that game. And Kevin Durant's going to have to do prime Kevin Durant stuff to win that game. So, yeah, I have the Kings. Kings lock in 7th seed. Lakers versus Kings. This is why I didn't want to go into. If the Warriors were versus the Suns, Warriors win. Because, like, the Warriors just match up way better with the Suns. But this is the thing. The Lakers or the Suns. This is tough. I just feel like who's going to guard Anthony Davis? That's all I'm going to ask. Who's guarding, like, LeBron's on Kevin. Who's D'Lo on? The point guard? D'Lo's on probably Brad Beal. Yeah. And then who's guarding Booker, though? That's the problem. AD would probably be on Nurkic. And who's in this? Austin Reeves would be on D-Book. And that's going to be, or D'Lo. And that's just not a good matchup for the Lakers. Like, D-Book's still a top 15, arguably top 12 player in the league. Yeah. Sorry, Lake Show. I have the Lakers. Yes, I do. Because, meanwhile, Anthony Davis is going to cook Nurkic. That's it. Their bench is way deeper. If they can stop Grayson Allen from scoring, that Suns bench is just mid. Sorry, I just said it. Lakers. Sorry, Suns. Alright, so that's the playoffs. Oh, that's the playoffs. So now we are going to go into the number 1 versus 8 seeds. Here we go. And please don't click away. Make sure to like and subscribe. So, I have the Timberwolves versus Lake Show. Rematch of last year. Honestly, I have Timberwolves. Might be surprising, but I have the Timberwolves in 7. Just because Ant-Man is going to go in nuts. And the T-Wolves defense is the best in the league right now. Like, Rudy Gobert's an actual guy that can guard Anthony Davis. He can put up a good fight. Even though they don't have Karl Anthony Towns, I still have the Timberwolves. That's kind of upset. Alright, Nuggets versus Kings. Also, not very hard. Well, not very hard for me. Nuggets in 5. Like, the Nuggets are unstoppable. Who's going to stop the Nuggets in less than 5? The Suns or the Kings are any of those 4 Western Conference play-in teams putting up more than one game against the Nuggets, except for maybe the Warriors or Lakers. Like, they just, like, man. Nuggets, like, the Nuggets are just, Jokic is him, Murray's him, Aaron Gordon's him. Like, yeah, they're just really good. And that's why I have them. Moving on. All right, Thunder versus Pelicans. This is my matchup. That's tough. Like, I'll either have Thunder in 7 or Pelicans in 6. That's what I'm going to go with. You might say that's an upset. It is an upset. But I feel like Pelicans in 6. I'm feeling that. Like, Zion, if he stays healthy through that series, dubs. Zion's a beast. He's been so good this last month. 2 months, 3 months. And if he keeps that up, who's guarding him? Chet? Chet's a great defender and great player, but like on Zion? All right, quit playing. All right, guys. So Clippers versus Mavericks. This is my matchup. This is my toughest matchup. I have no clue. Mavericks or Clippers? Clippers in 7. Like, they've both been so surprising, but like they've been so good. Like, that's a tough matchup. Like, that's how good the West is. They've been top 5 teams in the East, and they've been top 5 teams in the West. But like, they could put a more of a fight in the East and the West. Like, they would not be versing each other in the first round if they were in the East. They would be like a 3 and a 2 seed. No. Yeah, 3 and a 2 seed. Yeah, they're that, like, the West is just stacked. So yeah, that's why I have the Mavericks. No, I had the Clippers. Clippers in 7. All right, so now we're going to get the West wrapped up. I'm going to get this speed run, second round. All right, so Timberwolves versus versus Clippers. If Kawhi or if they can just stay healthy, like, that's what I'm worried about. If Kawhi and PG and like James Harden, if they don't stay healthy in the first round, they're losing to the Mavericks. But I just feel like if they stay healthy, they're beating the Timberwolves. This is not my final. This will not be my final. The Clippers, great team, but like, actually no, they might, but no, they're beating the Timberwolves in 6 or 6, yeah. Yeah, all right, not much more explaining to do. Their defense is just on par with Timberwolves. Nuggets versus Pelicans, I'm not even going to get into that because it's pretty obvious. Nuggets in 5, because I don't think Zion will be able to match Jokic match some star players, MVP caliber players, 2 straight rounds. I don't think it's happening. All right, so let's go into that's Nuggets. And right now, currently, I have the Nuggets going back to the finals in 7. No, 6. 6. All right. Eastern Conference. Number 1 seed, Celtics versus number 8 seed, Heat. You might be saying I'm crazy for this. But I have the Heat. I'm just kidding. I have the Celtics. Celtics in 6. I just feel like the Heat have been significantly worse than last year. Like, I know the record, but like, I have something to stand a chance. Like, that Celtics team is good. And I don't have much more explaining to do. Sixers versus Bucks. You know what? I'm going to go Sixers. And you might be calling me a biased Joel Embiid fan. But I'm just telling you, if Joel Embiid plays like he did before he got injured, they're winning that series. I always gaslight the Sixers. And they always lose in the second round. But this is their year. Sixers in 7. Also, yeah, Celtics in 6. All right, bet. So, Knicks versus Pacers. Pacers, great year. But the Knicks, I just had the Knicks. I love the Knicks this year. Their defense, amazing. Offense, just as good. And I know they lost Randall, which hurts, but I just don't think the Pacers have anything else. 6 games, Knicks. All right, Magic versus Cavs. Playoff drought experience. Playoff experience loses the Magic this game. 5, Cavs. Cavs in 5. Now, I might sound crazy for that. The Magic's overall success in the playoffs. The experience. They have none of it. That Magic team is not going to stand a chance. All right, so we have Sixers versus the 2 seed. Versus Knicks. Sorry, Joel Embiid. I'm just kidding. Sixers! If Joel Embiid, I'm telling you, man. I know Joel Embiid never does that great in the playoffs, but if he does, they're winning that series in 6 games because they don't have Randall. If they had Randall, 6 games Knicks, but they don't have Randall. All right, Cavs versus Celtics. I have such a close game. I have Celtics in 7. That Cavs team has been good. It's just been the East, bro. The Magic, the Celtics just dominate over everybody. The Cavs have been on a drought because they've been resting their players. They started out as a 2 seed. They were once a 2 seed over the Bucks. They're a scary team, but I have them losing to the best team in the NBA. And then we have Sixers versus Celtics. I know, I said this last year. But I have the Sixers going to the finals, baby. Sixers all the way. Sixers all the way. Sixers. Joel Embiid's winning the Eastern Conference. If he plays like Joel Embiid usually does. So, Joel Embiid versus Nikola Jokic in the finals. For now, Sixers in 7. Period. All right, see you guys. Make sure to subscribe. Peace out.